What is going on, everyone? Now, for this video, we are going to discuss everything we know about the Nintendo NX. Everything that's been revealed up to this point all over the internet in one video. So, if you do not know what is going to be in Nintendo's next console, hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a better idea. So we're going to go through it from the beginning. This is the OBe1 Nintendo NX Blowout. So everything we know, I have my list. We're going to run through it. Now, the Nintendo NX was first discovered, well, not discovered, but first announced during Nintendo's partnership with DNA. Satoru Iwata, God rest his soul, bless his soul, he said that Nintendo is working on a dedicated gaming console. Made it clear that even though Nintendo's going to be having mobile games going into the mobile arena, they have not given up on the hardcore video game console. So we do know it is going to be your traditional gaming console. Of course, it'll probably have Hulu, Netflix, all the stuff, because the Wii U has it. So and the Wii even had it, so that'll probably come with it. So it's going to be a multimedia sort of thing, but it will play our video games. So Nintendo's next console is going under the code name NX, meaning that's not its official name. We all know for example, the Wii U, its code name was the Project Cafe. I think that was its code name. The Wii went by, what was the Wii's? The Wii's was Project Revolution or Revolution, something like that. But anyway, it's now the code name NX. Now, why is it called the NX? It probably in Japanese culture, the X refers to a cross, meaning a combination of something. And Nintendo has also confirmed that they have merged their handheld and home console divisions. So they're now in the same location. They're all working together. They're in the same building, but now they're in one unified department now. So now their divisions have merged, and with the name Nintendo cross between probably handheld and home console, it is been rumored from the early developers who got the kit. Now the kit has gone out. Early devs did get the kit, and they have said that it will come with a home console and at least one mobile unit. This is according to early dev kits that have gone out to developers. So we know that it's going to be some type of hybrid between home and handheld, which is right up my alley. I love the fact that I can play my Nintendo games home, get my hardcore experience on my HD TV, and when I'm on the go, do a lot of traveling, I'm able to play my Nintendo NX in the airport, wherever, hotels, wherever I go. So that is cool. Now, also this new console will be under Nintendo's new membership program, because this was also revealed during the DNA presentation. They had a chart showing the Wii U, 3DS, the Nintendo NX, even PC, that everything is going to be under Nintendo's new membership program, which should be unveiled sometime this year. We'll get more information on the membership program. Also, the Nintendo NX is going for power. Nintendo Power. Now you're playing with power. Why am I excited? Why am I hyped about it? The Wii. Nintendo adopted the strategy of underpowered console, sell it for a cheaper price, mass produce it, make a lot of money. It worked with the Wii. Motion sensor was a huge hit. Nintendo tried it again with the Wii U. Underpowered console, didn't compete with the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. This time, it backfired. Gamers were like, I've seen these graphics on my Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, even though I have to admit, the Wii U, some of the Wii U games look absolutely fabulous. Mario Kart 8, love that game. Splatoon, love that game. Super Smash Brothers, love that game. Those are three games that really showcase the uniqueness of the Wii U. Back to power on the NX. It is being also rumored from the developers who got the early kits, the development kits of the Nintendo NX, that it will include industry-leading chips, and they said that the demo that they saw would not be able to be run on current generation hardware, probably referring to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, saying that the Nintendo NX will be running games at 1080p, 60 frames per second, according to these developers who got the development kits for the Nintendo NX. So we do know that Nintendo is leaning more towards a powerful console, which is what they need to do. They need to compete. I've heard people say Nintendo has never tried to have powerful console. I don't know what they're talking about. When the NES came out, it was successful because we had never seen, 2D side-scrolling games like that. It competed more directly so with the Atari 7800, Sega Master System. Then Genesis came out with Sega came out with the Sega Genesis. What did Nintendo do? Came out with the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo's most direct competition was the Sega Genesis, and it was a more powerful console. Held its own against the Sega Genesis. The Nintendo 64 was a powerful console. The Nintendo 64's most direct competition was the PlayStation 1, and even though the PlayStation 1 outsold it, the Nintendo 64 was a powerful console, so it's good to see Nintendo going back to its roots and going for power. Now, let's talk about a couple of the patents. A lot of patents have been coined for the Nintendo NX. The one that has caused a lot of controversy, discussion, is the fact that one patent has said that this console will not have a disk drive, which I'm happy for. If you've seen a couple of my other videos with my Wii U background, all of my games now I download digitally. I can't remember the last time I went to GameStop to buy a physical copy of a game. It's so much more convenient. Midnight, bam, already have the game preloaded on my Wii U and just start it up. So no disk drive, according to one of the patents for the Nintendo NX. Now, will they completely abandon physical media? Not quite. There still is a chance that there'll still be physical media, because in that same patent, an SD cartridge slot was revealed and shown. Now, if Nintendo goes back the cartridge route, they won't be backpedaling. Actually, they will be a step ahead, in my opinion. Why? SD cards can now hold, there's some SD cards, high capacity SD cards, that can hold 128 gigabytes of memory, which is insane. And so Nintendo has the potential to have, in small SD card, tons of memory, more memory than the DVD players, Blu-ray. And so SD card slot was on one of the patents. Also, another patent for the Nintendo NX. I'm just going through all the information. So if you're just tuning in, you don't know what the Nintendo NX is, right here, this is your one-stop shop in this video. Controller. The controller did showcase a screen on the controller, and it has scrollable L and R buttons, which is peculiar. Want to see what more information on that, how that's going to be implemented, if that's a final patent. But that was one of the patents for the controller, scrollable shoulder buttons. Now, also, there was a patent for an achievement system. Something that I was hoping the Wii U would have, still hoping it could come with this new partnership with DNA, but one of the patents did say that the Nintendo NX will have some type of recordable achievement system, a universal achievement system. And also in that same patent with the achievement system, there was sharing gameplay functionality. And that was tied to the achievement. So if you get an achievement, what happens is it'll probably record a segment of your achievement and upload it or in some fashion. Now, one of the features that's cool on my PlayStation 4, I have a PlayStation 4, I had an Xbox One, where you can live stream on Twitch. I have a capture card, so I can still do it on my Wii U. Wouldn't really affect me too much. But for those of you guys who don't want to purchase a separate capture card, I'm hoping that this sharing gameplay that was in this one patent includes some type of Twitch streaming, social connectivity, which I think Nintendo needs to do. That's where everything is socially online now. Nintendo needs to catch up. So sharing gameplay is a possibility according to that patent. Also, a likely launch date, this is still up for debate, is 2016. Why I say I'm leaning more towards 2016, because the developers already have the kits. And if they have the kits right now, the games are they're already making games for the system. It's just a matter of knowing the structure, how powerful the system is to shape the game according to the system. So very, very likely that this will be a 2016 console. Holiday 2016 would make perfect sense. Also, this was reported months ago. The Japanese newspaper Nikkei reported that the system would also have some type of Android compatibility. And their reasoning for this was just in case if third-party developers are a little hesitant getting on board, committing to Nintendo, the Android operating system offers some familiarity, some comfort to developers, and so Nintendo needs to make this system as developer friendly as possible. So having the system, it would be so more powerful than what's on the market, and at the same time able to easily port Android type games like that. So the system seems to run a broad spectrum of games. So Nintendo, to complement their great first party lineup, needs to have the system has open and accessible for developers as possible. Now, this last segment, we're going to talk about some of the games that are confirmed as well as rumored. The first one is Dragon Quest XI. This was confirmed by Square Enix, and then they backtracked. Nintendo probably called and said, hold on, you're not supposed to announce any games yet. And so this was announced. Dragon Quest XI footage was shown. The game looks beautiful. And so that's one game that was confirmed for the Nintendo NX by Square Enix. The next game, the next three are for discussion and debatable. First one is Zelda NX. Controversial in a couple of my videos. This is just pure speculation, but ever since Zelda was delayed on the Wii U, it's been leaning more and more likely that the game will also be a Nintendo NX launch title, as well as still coming out on the Wii U. I do believe it's still coming out on the Wii U, but Nintendo might pull a Twilight Princess and have it come out on both systems. All right. Also, Miyamoto, he had an interview with Eurogamer, and in it he hinted to a 3D Mario game that Nintendo does have developed, or he did say that it was in discussion, meaning that they are making plans for a 3D Mario game. I don't think that Nintendo at this late in the Wii U cycle is going to put a 3D Mario game on the Wii U. It makes perfect sense for the Nintendo NX to launch with a huge 3D Mario game. Nintendo has to do that. That's one of the things they have to do. Launch with a huge 3D Mario game. I'm just thinking of Mario 64 was so groundbreaking for the video game industry. They need to do it again. So a 3D Mario game is also up in the air, as well as Miyamoto did confirm that Pikmin 4 is nearly complete. He just dropped a bombshell from nowhere. Now, this is what I think about Pikmin 4. I do think that this is probably going to be a Wii U title, but it isn't out of the realm of possibility that this game, Pikmin 4, can also be a Nintendo NX launch title. Nintendo needs to stack a good launch lineup to get the system going and good momentum behind the system. So Pikmin 4 could be a Nintendo NX game as well. So that is it. That's all of the information that we have off the internet, all of the rumors, all of the patents, all of the confirmed information about the Nintendo NX. What are your thoughts on Nintendo's next system? My hype level for this system is past 10 right now. Can't wait for Nintendo to officially drop the curtains, unveil the Nintendo NX to us. There's only 2 more months left in 2015. They said 2016. Expect Nintendo NX information. So can't wait, right around the corner. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo NX, everything that has been revealed so far? Are you going to be a day one purchaser? You know I'll be in line at somebody's store getting me a Nintendo NX. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're not subscribed, click subscribe to stay right here for all things Nintendo. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.